Hello everybody, Joe Notes here. Welcome back to another episode of Full Metal Daemon Muramasa. Sorry about that little delay in uploads there. I was having some car trouble this week and was late leaving work because of it one day. Was off at the shop yesterday. And both those days, also, on top of all that, work was fucked and I left like 2.5 hours late. This is the third day in a row of that happening. Yeah, no shot of anything getting recorded during that time frame. And to make matters worse, I'm going on vacation next week, which means I'll hopefully have some stuff recorded over this coming weekend to kind of act as like a stopgap, double up on episodes when I record every day, kind of record one, take a break, do a second recording session. Oh. Get a little bit of buffer, and to help get that buffer, I'm going to be uploading this episode that you're listening to right now, the day after I record it. I don't really want to have to do that, but I'm kind of pressed for time in order to keep I was going to say consistent upload schedule, but as you can see, the past week or so has been anything but that. So, yeah, just to keep, a trickle, a smidge, a crumb of content in your subscription feed. But other than that, all I gotta say is I'm tired and I'm hurt. My body's falling apart. My right knee, something's up in my right knee. It has been for like months. Like, it doesn't hurt, but I can feel it, Like, just kind of like when you step and you kind of pivot on it, it's just kind of like, Like, there's a little bit of extra tension there. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't feel like I'm pinching anything, but just like, I shouldn't be able to feel that when I do it. My left shoulder, the fucking rotator cuff, cartilage, what's that? It's just gone, dog. Just working overhead panels, just going at it with the speed handle. Just like, taking out 1,000 screws. Shit's gone. And, my back, just, old man, and my back hurts. Also downloaded Pokemon Sleep, because that came out like yesterday. I'm like, oh yeah, what's this about? I want to see how I sleep. Yeah, I knew I snored, but I guess I snore a lot, like the entire night. So I ordered some nose strips to hopefully open my airway a little better, because it's not like freight train snoring. It's kind of like you have a stuffy nose kind of snore. So just a little something to open my nasal cavities a bit more, so I can get better airflow when I'm snoozing. Totally not gonna put any money into that though. It's not a gacha. It doesn't have fucking hot anime babes in it. It's just got regular Pokemans. Which, I mean, going from, if you look in the Pokemon tab in Pixiv, that definitely appeals to a certain individual, but that one is not me. Did you know? Anyway, yeah. I was gonna say you got your ass kicked last time, but not really. It's kind of Minato. Got played. I was gonna say unfairly, but you have Ginseigo drug boost steroids, so on an even playing field, base level fucking Surugis, that's what they're called. Muramasa probably would have come out on top, but you got that fucking aftermarket parts installed. Not your actual specs didn't match up what was on the sheet. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, story. I haven't done my coffee yet.
どうよ。足跡が2つあるわ。
Did I skip some text there?
どうやら誰ぞに拾われたようだの。
I might have. I had my mouse wheel fully unlocked, so if I flick it, it just goes like it's on ball bearings. So I had to hit the lock button again. Nope.
ほう。心当たりはあろうかな。このような場所を通りがかる者などに。ある。 あやつめが。まったく。いつまでも煩わしい男よ。
Is that our butterfly shirt guy?
山に登るぞ。裏手へ回る。
You got even more enemies.
おいよ。やれやれ。年寄りにはきついの。
What was his name? Sochi something? Yeah, him. You know, guy with the voice that I know. He might be on your side, but I wouldn't say he's your ally. The Amishi are an ethnic minority native to Yamato. They're located in small communities all over the country, but the closer you are to the Tohoku region, the more you will find of them. Amishi are short and slender compared to the average Yamatoan, with darker skin and hair that can be black, white, silver, or gold. They are adept with their hands, nimble on their feet, and possess surprising strength relative to their slight frames. However, they seem to lack a certain vitality. They are short-lived and prone to illness. The average life expectancy of an Amishi is 30-odd years, with few living past 50. In addition, they have a peculiar quality of agelessness. Once an Amishi comes of age in their mid to late teens, their appearance changes very slowly thereafter. Even in the earliest imperial histories, it is written that the Amishi possessed great skill in the manner of smithcraft, including, of course, the forging of tsurugi. Today, it is widely accepted that Yamatoan tsurugi smithing was born out of contact with the Amishi. In general, Amishi craftsmen are superior to Yamatoan. Since any gap in technique was eliminated by the medieval period, it is likely that racial aptitudes are a factor. As a result, Amishi have always been prized for their abilities as tsurugi smiths, even though they continue to suffer from the prejudices faced by most minority groups. One theory holds that their short lifespan and agelessness are proof that evolution has adapted them for a life before the forge. When an Amishi reaches maturity and has mastered the art of smithing, they forge themselves into a tsurugi. With this fate all but ordained from birth, it is not necessary for them to live into old age. Ooh boy, race sciences, my favorite. Similar races are found all over the world. In the West, these are called dwarves. Of the Dwarven races, the most famous are those known for their porcelain white skin. They spread throughout Europe during the Middle Ages, amassed great fortunes with their crafts. But because they specialized in the forgings of weapons, they came to be feared as merchants of death. Many people believe that they ruled the world from behind the scenes. Yes! Dwarves, also known for being covetous of wealth, some may say, living off in closed-off communities, separate from broader society. I wonder what allusions we're making to here to some mysterious, peoples. Ultimately, this led to the horrific persecution of white dwarves during the last World War. In the West, they are known as Judah. Hey, real on the nose. In Yamato, we call them white Amishi. Recalling my textbook knowledge regarding Amishi has not brought with it any new revelations, but it has helped me to understand a few things, such as the girl Fuki's self-effacing attitude, the isolation of this mountain cabin, and the fact that they seem to be living well despite their remote location. In a sense, this family represents every thread of the complex tapestry that is the Amishi people. Words hard, mean no good. Although I do wonder why the histories never mention the liveliness of Amishi children.
ニーヤはどこから来たの？
鎌倉の町から参りました。
鎌倉。行ったことないけど知ってる。
Hey,
で
it
っかい
sounds
町？
middling size.
はい。現在の大和に
Oh,
おける
really?
事
It's
実上の首都ですから。
oh well, it's de facto capital. You know, the capital is probably still Tokyo or Edo, whatever they're fucking calling it in this weird ass world. But you know, the political capital.
事実上の首都？
首都とは、
ん
国で一番の都のことです。事実上とは、本当は違うのだけれども、
Okay,
大
so
体
it's
そ
the
のよう
Queen
なもの
City.
であるという意味です。
鎌倉
If you're
は
unfamiliar with the term, it
一
refers
番の
to
都みたいなもの？
so when like the largest city in a state is not the capital. Well, at least in the U.S., I'm sure it probably has a similar naming, or not naming convention, but a similar term exists for other regions. It's like the largest, most influential city just happens to not be the capital.
はい。
本当の首都は？
山城の国、京都です。
うん
現在も近畿以西においては中心的な位置を占めていると言えるのですが、
Alright, still in the old capital.
しかし大和西部は未だほぼ全域が父として進まぬ戦災からの復興の途上にあります。
Kyoto
京都の
not get
人は
spared because
相応のものに過ぎません。
the person in charge of the strategic bombing of Yamato didn't have his honeymoon there in this timeline and is like, oh, this city's kind of like really culturally important and we shouldn't turn it into fucking cinders. And then people kept trying to sneak it onto the list without him noticing as a target for total destruction, and he had to keep going back and removing it. Yeah, Kyoto was supposed to be one of the targets for the first atomic bombs, but I forget what his position was specifically in the operations department, but the guy who pretty much had like the final say was like, nah, it'd be really bad if we hit this one. It would be like fucking flattening Paris or something. We should probably go somewhere else.
鎌倉はもっとすごい？
人が大勢います。
どのくらい？
この村の倍の10倍の100倍ほど。
Very big.
すごいね。
The girl, Funa, was it? Claps her hand in amazement. She has been glued to my side since I awoke, a veritable font of questions. She is certainly no shrinking violet. Okay. What's that mean? Like what? Like a introvert, kind of like a flower that's kind of like furling up on itself. Shrinking violet. Shrinking violet. An exaggeratedly shy person. So, I got the gist of it. Most children would regard a stranger such as myself with greater scrutiny.
ふな、あまりお武家様を困らせないの。
いえ、お気遣いなく。ただ寝ているだけというのは無料なもの。
It is a child's job to learn, and we are educating.
困ってない。もう。
世話をかけるな、ミド。
Oh god, I forgot his name. Yagenta says from the far corner of the room, where he is sharpening some carpentry tools.
とんでもありません。
そやつは誰に似たやら。まるで落ち着きというものがなくて困っておる。昼は外で遊んでおるからよいが、夜になると、お寺の邪魔しかするこ
It's
と
like
が
when
な
your
いらしい。
cat's like running around the house at 3 in the morning and just like fucking making a cacophony of noise downstairs when you're trying to sleep.
そうなんですよ。台所に来ればお鍋に手を入れようとするし、じっちゃまの刃物は触りたがるし、気がつくとタンスの中身をひっくり返してるし。
Pookie chimes in from the kitchen.
申し訳ないですけど、今日はお武家様のおかげで助かっちゃってます。
Yeah, this is how you're paying for your stay, just a little sit-in babysitter for the night. Little one is a regular wild child, if the two of them are to be believed. And indeed, I see no reason to doubt them. She has just leapt atop my stomach.
言ってるそばからもう、怪我してる人にそんなことしちゃダメ。
Yeah, but only his his chest. His stomach is fine.
お気遣いなく。
使います。使わせてください。ほら、おとなしくしてる。
Oh, it's so loud. I have the volume turned up so loud in my headphones. But with the way have to record Muramasa. If I fiddle with the volume, you can see everything appear on screen, and I don't want to have to do that to you guys. Actually, now that I say that, I totally can just do it from, yeah, from my screen on my second monitor. I pulled up the actual sound settings menu instead of... Oh, you can probably hear that. Yeah, listen to that good bling bling Windows noise. The older girl dashes into the room and grabs her sister under the arms, places her down to the side, then vanishes back into the kitchen as quickly as she came. She must have something boiling on the stove.
意外に想像しい家ね。
珍客のせいでもあるだろう。あまり来訪者の多い家とは思えん。
Got them all very excited.
そうね。少しだけ懐かしい。
似ているのか。
どうかしら。私に妹はいなかったし。けどやっぱりエミシの家にはエミシの家の匂いがあるのかもしれない。
I mean, it's pretty rustic, unless you mean like the atmosphere, and not like the, the decorum, the feng shui or whatever, but like the the atmosphere the people bring.
そうか。お前もエミシか。言われてみれば当然のことだな。
そういえば、そんなことさえも話していなかったのね。
I mean,
少しは話しておくべきだったのかしら。
そう思うのか。
いいえ。あなたは聞きたいと思う？
Yeah.
いいよ。
Aw, what a fucking killjoy.
そう。
なんだ。
あのフキっていう娘の私に対する仕打ちには何か底深い理由があるのかしら。
What do you mean?
いや、単に慌てていただけだと思うが。
Muramasa seems unhappy with her role as Funa's chair. The girl, for her part, looks positively delighted with her new toy. Oh, she plopped the little fucking gremlin right on the spider.
もうすぐご飯できますからね。お武家様、待っててください。
どうかお構いなく。
腕を振るうのは良いがな。怪我人
Yeah, we
に
have
食わ
guests.
すもの
Gotta
だとい
break
う
out
こ
the
とは
fancy salt
ち
for
ゃん
dinner,
と
you
考
know?
えておるのか。
Get that pink Himalayan instead of the regular sea salt.
もちろん。あ、お武家様、好き嫌いはあります？
油の強いものがやや苦手ですが、他には別だ。
Same. Though I can't have, what is it, cilantro. Whatever the fucking shit is that tastes like soap, yeah, I can't have it. It's awful. Unedible garbage.
よし、大丈夫。じっちゃま、ちゃぶ台出しておいて。じっちゃま？
飯は少し後
Ooh,
だ。
fun.
客が来たらしい。夜分に失礼。少々お邪魔いたします。なに、用を済ませたらすぐに退散しますでの。
Says the woman thing who just kicked down the door.
何ですか、あなたたち。
Evil, that too.
お代官様。
Uki exclaims in disbelief when she sees the man who enters next. I expected they're coming, but not so soon. They should still be recovering from their injuries. It would seem that I underestimated the outlaw of Soshu.
村正。
戦闘は不可能。あなたの肉体、私の鋼鉄、共に気候に耐えられる状態になし。
了解した。太刀だけよこせ。
本気？
限られた手段のうちから最善手を選択しているだけのこと。格別、冗談じみてはおるまい。
I mean,
けれど。
there's not much. What's your plan? Do you have a plan? I focus my senses, but catch no sign of my third enemy. Of course, he might be concealed too well for me to detect.
おったおったほれおった。さて。
待て。話は外で聞く。
Mm-hmm.
この家の人々を巻き込むには及ばん。
Unless you want to get them involved, because, they did kind of scrape you out of the dirt.
そうしてくれればこちらも助かるがの。
Now, you seem the agreeable sort, at least for this part. A boy, prefect man, I lift my body from the warm futon. Pain instantly shoots up my arm, and blood begins to seep through the bandages. However, I can still move.
お武家様、いけません。
大変お世話になりました。少々つまらぬ用事ができたようなので、これにて失礼を。後日。
Yeah, they get a fruit basket in the mail.
後日か。
今のは別に笑うところではないが。
笑うところだよ、港影明。まあよいわい。後日のお礼とやら
as long
は
as he gets done.
わしが代わりに済ませてやろうぞ。
そうか。なら手土産は友島屋の鳩サブレ12枚セットで頼む。あと山倉醸造の苦行を一瓶。おそらく造作をかけることはなかろうが。
心得た。必ずそのようにしてくれよ。
You know, you may be a deplorable human who, well, you might be human. I don't know. You're kind of weird. But at least you're, you know, okay. I know I just contradicted myself there, but you know what I mean. Just because you're a bad guy doesn't mean you're a bad guy. As Fumakotaro chuckles mirthfully, I haul myself to my feet. My legs wobble beneath me, weakened by the lack of blood. But I can move, and if I can move, then I have all that I need to fight.
待たせた。
お、なーに構わぬよ。じじは気が長いでな。では参ろうか。
I step down to the earthen floor. Or try to, but a hand blocks my path.
五郎。
下がられい。
しかしこれは自分の。
ここはウテの家。誰を客として迎え、誰を迎えぬかはウテが決めること。
Alright, big words, man, but they kind of have, like, fucking mech suits?
客人を老石者に引き渡すなどという作法をエミシは持た。かような真似こそ最大の恥辱。ミド。
Alright, man.
この G に恥知らずの汚名を着せたく思うのでなくば、まずは任せ
Your
てもらお
house,
う。
your rules, I guess.
御意に。
Now that he has made it a matter of honor and shame, I have no choice but to respect his wishes. I step back, though remain ready to act at a moment's notice. At my silent direction, Muramasa deposits the little girl gently in a corner, then takes station at my side. Funa seems to have grasped the gravity of the situation. She is silent, her eyes wet with tears. Bitter taste grows beneath my tongue.
おお、これは勇ましきご老人かな。しかし年食えば骨朽ちると申す。
年寄っておるのは事実ゆえ、言われて怒る筋はないがな。それでも、
Yeah, you really break into this
貴様の
man's
ごと
house?
き化粧に
And then
毒
start
舌
fucking
を
bad
叩
talking
か
him?
れるのは心
The
外
gall.
というもの。
これはしたりこれはしたり。人よりいささか遊びを知っておる程度のわし。化粧呼ばわりはちと心外なる申されよ。だが家主殿、わしを化粧と見られるならばせっかくのこと、そのように振る舞わぬではないが。
The creature continues, a predatory smile on its lips.
無用だ。控えておれ。
For the first time, the prefect speaks, pushing past his grinning henchman to stand before Yagenta.
大官殿。
こやつの相手は俺がする。不満はなかろう。ヤーゲンタ。
不満か。今となっては、慣れとウテがうつしおにいつまでもしがみついておることこそ不満でならぬよ。
Oh yeah, he's from this village, ain't he? Yeah, that's right. They might be actually like old term acquainted.
抜かすわ。蹴りをつける機会ならいくらでもあったに。逃げ続けてきたのはどこの誰ぞ。
言われるまでもない。だから不満と言うておる。なぜもっと早く決断ができなんだか。
その後悔さえ30年遅いわ。
Okay, now you're just talking past
逃げ
me.
なければ我らの一方は人生に実りを得、もう一方とて少なくとも老廃をさらさずには済んだであろうよ。
The two men match each other glare for glare. Silence falls over the gathering. No one speaks or breathes or moves a muscle, as though the 30 years spoken of by the prefect have descended to suffocate us with their immensity. It is not my place to interfere. It is no man's place to.
ウテはこの一命に実りがなかったとは思うておらぬ。
Yugenta says at last.
俺は思っておるよ。何も得られなんだわ。何もな。
The prefect responds.
貴様とて本心ではそうであろう。それともその孫娘どもを得て満足だとでも言い張るつもりか。
Alright, that's kind of rude.
そう言ってはならぬ理由があるか。
貴様が求めたのはそれではなかろう。
求めたものを得られるとは限らぬし、そうでないものの価値がそれより劣
Okay,
る
this is
と
kind of
も
like when
言
you
え
get
ぬ。
invited to like your friend's house,
ウ
but
テ
then
の
like
命は
them
こ
and
やつ
their
らを
parents
世
start
に送り
fighting,
出すためにあっ
but
た
it's
と。
about something that you
そ
don't
う
know
言う
about.
ても一
So you're just
向
kind
に
of sitting
構
there
わぬ。
listening and like just trying to stay out of the way.
そうか。貴様がそう言うならそれでもよかろうさ。ならば貴様はなぜ
Because this
今
is
に
his
なって
house
俺に挑む。
and you just interrupted dinner.
メイドへ杭を引きずらぬためよ。慣れのバカはウテか一姫が止めねばならなかった。一姫なき今はウテしかおらぬ。己の責務を残していけば夜道に迷うわ。
では俺の仕事は貴様の墓碑を刻むこ
I
と
mean, you guys can go for a dramatic cross counter if you want. Just do it outside where you won't like stain the wood.
犬に食わせて済ます。構うまい。
よかろうよ。
Old Yugenta reaches into the room's shrine alcove and takes something from the altar. The prefect unshoulders his sarugi case and sets it on the floor. The object in Yugenta's hands is short and tapered. Some kind of tooth, perhaps? The prefect kicks the lid off his case, then crosses his fists before his chest. The traditional armoring stance of the Navy.
やけんた。
右京。
Hello.
よかった。もしスタートの合図と勘違いされたらどうしようかと思ってました。
Oh, yeah, I was about to say, who has a fucking gun here? But nope, just more guess.
大丈夫ですよ、お嬢様。位置についてよーいとは誰も言っておりませんでしたから。
Two women walk through the open door, chatting as if on an afternoon stroll. Upon entering the room, the elder of the two frowns.
なんですかこの年寄り臭い空間は。
Well, yeah, you're here now.
バーヤ、あなたが言わないの。
貴様は巡察官殿。
よかった、港様。こちらにいらしたのですね。心配しておりました
Well,
の
you
よ。
didn't see the fireball
捜
fall
査
out
に
of
行
the
くと出て
sky?
行かれたきり、日が暮れても戻られないし、連絡一つないのですもの。
これは飛んだ不手際をいささか難儀しておりまして、ご連絡するいとまがありませんでした。
Yeah, he was kind of indisposed for
い
like
らぬ辛労をおかけした
most
こと
of that time.
深くお詫びいたします。
そのお怪我は、これはいらぬどころか妥当な心配であったご様子。お加減はいかがなものでございま
Oh,
し
you
ょ
know,
う。
just a mild bout of fisticuffs.
お恥ずかしい。
Fisticuffs?
深く傷です。浅からぬ負傷ではありましたが、こちらの方々のおかげをもって大事なく済んでおります。どう？
さようでございますか。 よろしゅうございましたね、お嬢様。
Yep, better than being dead.
ええ、本当にご無事で何より。港様は大事な恩人ですもの。この方をお助けくださったのなら、私からもお礼を申し上げないといけません。
She turns to Fuki with a graceful bow.
ありがとうございます。
After a moment of confusion, Fuki turns bright red and starts bowing repeatedly, clearly flustered by the lieutenant's display of courtesy.
可愛らしい方。
I say lieutenant, but GHQ in this world is like British. So is she lieutenant? Who knows? I'm just gonna say lieutenant.
それはそれとして、港様、いかがされます？村へお戻りになられるのなら、一緒に参りましょう。
Does it have enough
す
room
ぐ
for
そ
the
こま
lie
で
in the back seat?
車で来ていますの。
いや、しかし。
お嬢様。
あら、私ったらうかつ。そうですね。
Also might be a
怪我
little
をされて
awkward
い
to
る
just
方
kind
に
of walk
車
out
で
right
山道
now.
はきついかもしれません。ここは一晩この家の方々にお願いして。
おい、
はい。
She turns to face the two old men, who are still posed a hair's breadth from violence.
何か？
貴様。この場に割り込んでおいて、並べるごたくがそんなものしかないのか。
Yep.
とどなた？
Oh, well, she does have her eyes closed. Trying to just kill this guy by giving him a brain aneurysm.
ギャグが通じません。バーや。
It's a little tense for that one to play out real good.
いかんながら私めから見ましても今のは弁護の余地なくいささかベタベタすぎではありますまいかと。
頑張りましたのに。
努力は成果を上げてこそ努力と認められるものでございますよ、お嬢様。
茶番はその辺で良いか。
ええ。
In the blink of an eye, no faster, the prefect is staring down the still smoking barrel of her rifle.
この場であなたを殺すのはたやすいこと。けれど、そちらの腰巾着には多少の余命を許さねばなりませんね。その間にお子様方が危害を受けないとも限りません。
Yeah, things have seemed to have escalated. Can we take this somewhere else?
あなたも同じ考えでいらっしゃるかしら。私を殺すのはたやすい。けれど、殺すわけにはいかないお立場。違
Yeah,
い
we're
まし
now in
て、
a like
長坂隊員。
1, 2, 3, like a 5-person Mexican standoff.
何が言いたい。
あら、こんな駆け引きも通じませんの？困ったお方。脳細
Oh, is
胞
that
は
why I can't think?
あまり甘やかさない方がよろしくってよ。
大官殿、この場は。
おまけの方が察しはよろしいのね。頭のいい腰巾着とは重宝なこと。ルイは友を呼ぶと言うけれど、我々に土地
Hey,
人とも
what?
言いますも
Hello?
の。
Hello?
良いのではなくて。
What? Huh? Who's sluts? What are we talking about? I do not know that saying.
話は飲み込み申した。この上は無用の挑発を避けてくださらんかな。
あら？
主がどのように口舌を垂れ、わしどもの耳を楽しませてくれようとも。欲はかかれぬがよろしかろう。そちらのお申し出の通りにされるが最上と存ず
Fair.
る。
You are now outnumbered 2 to 1.
依存はありません。そういうことでよろしいですかしら、長坂隊員。
大官殿。分かっておる。
Tactical withdrawal.
だが小娘、
貴様は一度ならず二度までも俺を妨げた。
Your boss is gonna get very
誓って
very
この
stern
ままでは
facts
済
in the
ませ
mail.
んぞ。
済ませておいてくださいまし。あなたのような殿方に就任されても嬉しくありませんもの。マイストライクゾーンからインコースに大きく外れてデッドボールです。
残念でございましたな、大尉殿。これにめげず男を磨いて出直してこられませ。まずは細かいところから。
I was gonna say, how can you tell he's wearing gloves? But now he's got
おすすめでござ
fingerless
いますよ。
gloves. Like a fucking dork.
やげんと。
Nothing wrong with getting a little mani-pedi every now and again. I would never get a manicure though. Not because like, oh, I'm too man-fan. No, it's because I bite my nails. It's like one of my really bad habits. I stopped like right when COVID started, and I was actually able to, you know, kind of let them grow out naturally on their own. But since then, it's like not even like a nervous habit. It's just like my bad habit. So getting a manicure would be a complete waste of time because I would just destroy it in like a week.
よかったな。今度もうまく逃げられたではないか。そのまま腐るがいい。さらばだ。
Well, I'm glad everyone's kind of calmed down. So, about that dinner. History points gained. What does it mean? What does it mean?
まあ、結構なお味。出汁がよく効いていて。たまりません。こちらのおひたしも素敵ですこと。
すみません。こんな粗末なものしかお
Okay,
出
but
し
what
で
kind
き
of
な
veg
く
is
て。
talking about? We got like some squash, some fucking zucchini.
いいえ。新鮮な野菜山菜、絶妙な炊き加減のご飯に手作りの味噌。こういったものこそ最高のごちそうです。
Sounds good.
ね。
まったくでございます。
After a quick round of introductions, we've settled in for dinner. No one has spoken a word about the confrontation. That can come later. Compliments paid. Otori Kaine. Kaine? My brain just short-circuited. I'm just gonna go with Kaine for now. Resume stuffing your face with rice and pickled vegetables. Your appetite is quite impressive.
お武家様、おかわりはいかがですか？
いただきます。
お武家様？
I mean, he's got a cool suit of armor. Lieutenant looks askance at me, of course. I meant to correct the girl before, but it slipped my mind.
失礼。自分は六原で地位を得ているものではありませんので、そのようにお呼びいただかなくとも結構です。
あ、そうですよね。でも、武者の方ですし、六原の人たちより
You
本当のお武家様
embodied
って
the
感
true
じがしま
soul.
すし、やっぱりお武家様です。
は、しかし。
He literally just killed a child, like, 2 nights ago. How to explain that I'm nothing of the sort? Before I can formulate an answer, laughter cuts into my thoughts.
良いではありませんの。言われてみれば本当にお武家様って感じです。私もそう呼ばせていただこうかしら。
He killed a kid.
ご感情。
けれど、いつまでも港様なんて堅苦しい呼び方はしたくありま
Oh
せ
yeah,
んし、
noble samurai's a
も
lot
う
less
少し
formal,
柔
huh?
らかい言葉でお呼びしたいです。
ご好意は嬉しく思いますが、であればなおさら。
Yeah, but it's like
というのはないのではないか。
it loops so far around from being like super formal into like absurdist, so then it becomes less formal. Horseshoe theory, my guy. Besides, I'm only a deputy police officer. A soldier like her is far more deserving of a samurai's title.
そうかしら。じゃあ、影明様とお呼びしましょう。お許しくださる？
港様、よもやここで首を左右に振るような空気が全く読めてない反応はなさいますまいな。さよは港様を信じておりますよ。
What is the right thing in this situation? Save, save, save. Always drop my saves if I can find the save menu. Where is it? Save load menu. The fact that save and load are under the exact same button, it throws me off. As you wish.
好感度アップでござい
Yep.
ます。
I know what I'm doing. It appears that I have no choice but to let her do as she pleases.
私のことも名前で呼んでくださいましね、影焼様。
Did you actually say your name there?
私のことも名前で呼んでくださいましね、影焼様。
ありがとうございます。注意。
いけず。注意
Una says, mimicking me. Yes, must be rare indeed. She's been staring at the two women since before we started eating.
注意。はい。大きいね。
ああ、お嬢様が急性肺結核に。
It is the 40s, and not entirely uncommon.
女の人になんてこと言うの。
I mean, she is quite, like, vertically large. And, you know, maybe horizontally in some spots.
ああ、お嬢様、歌人薄命とは申しますが、核もあっけなく。せめて安らかに行かれませ。菩提はこのさよめが弔いますゆえ。
死にません。死ぬもんですか。この程度の打撃で大鳥かないともあろうものが。
Can I? Okay.
さす
I
が
just
で
have
ござい
fucking
ます。
near
どう
brain
かお
rot,
気
and I
に
see
な
a
さ
name
い
like
ま
that,
せ
and
ぬ
I
よ。
immediately think,
たかだか
Kaide,
純真な子
we
供
fought.
に素
That
直
means
な
we're
気持ちで
friends now.
単純な事実を指摘された程度のこと。
Also, near hot take. Old dog-faced man near, old man dad near, way better than fucking Final Fantasy protagonist young brother near. Get used to it. If you think otherwise, you're fucking stupid and you have bad taste in media.
お嬢様、心臓病を併発されました
This is the
か。
part where I would say, oh yeah, go play Nier. But Nier's like not that good of a game. Like, I love it. I fucking love Nier. But I cannot in good faith go tell someone, oh yeah, go play Nier. Hey, now that I think about it, it did get a remake, didn't it? Oh god, was that last year or the year before? Fuck, I'm losing track of time. Time and space is contorting around me. I think that one changed the combat. Because basically, the combat in Nier is, you get the, was it the Phoenix Sphere? Or the Eagle Sphere? Or whatever. You get one of the good spears. And that's it. The game's over. Like, nothing else, nothing can hurt you. You win. You got the win button. And you hit it and you win. Also, heart conditions are fun. I most certainly have one. But not enough to get worried about. I put the lieutenant's height at slightly over 170 centimeters. Indeed, well above average for a Yamatoan woman. It is understandable that Funa would be impressed, and also, I suppose, that the lieutenant would be dismayed by the attention paid to her height. Yeah, but Japanese people have well, at least Japanese media has a skewed opinion of like what a tall giant woman is. It's like in Fate Stay Night. It's like the whole thing is like, oh my god, Ryder, you're so huge. You're a mountain of a woman. She's like 5'6". Like, what? Like, come on, guys. And I get like part of the thing is she thinks she's a giant because her sister's just fucking bullied her self-esteem into the ground. But I'm actually gonna Google how tall she is now because now I think 5'6" is a little short. Like it might be like 5'8" or whatever. But she's like not even tall. It's a night rider height. Not geit. I don't know what geit is. Yeah, she's like 172 centimeters. That's like 5'8"-ish. Generally speaking, society considers smaller women more attractive.
大惨事ね。
I mean, both have their
翼官
charms.
1名煽っている人間がいるような気もするが
けど正直、私も同感。
Yeah, that's because everyone was fucking malnourished back then.
男でもあれくらいの背丈はそうそうなかったもの。
最近ではそこそこ見かけるのだがな、
Mhm.
食べているものが違うからでしょ。
すみませんすみません。この子本当に
The
悪気
reason
は
why,
ない
like,
です。ただその
on average, you know, South Koreans are like several inches taller than North Koreans. Their just diet's a lot better.
いいですのよ。私ちっとも気にしていませんから。
ええお気遣いなく正直で嘘のつけない良いお子様ではありませんか。
Mm-hmm.
ねえお嬢様。
この銃の引き金の軽さを知っていて。
ごめんなさ
I actually don't know. What is that, like a Lee Enfield?
いいえ、何でもありませんのよ。
What is the trigger weight of that? Oh, I'm curious now. Oh god, I got fucking hair in my eye. I got my hair cut today, so now I got like those little hair bits everywhere all over my face. Enfield rifle. Oh yeah, I got the right one. But what's the trigger weight? Trigger weight. Trigger pull. Yeah. Two-stage trigger. The first stage just... Thanks, motorcycle. Is just take up 3.5 pounds of resistance. That's somewhat crisp. Break adds another 4 pounds for a total of 7.5 pounds. Which, yeah, that's pretty light. Pretty light for at least a rifle.
い。注意発揮。
そうでございますね。大きゅうございますね。
Quit stirring the pot.
むごい。
Agreed.
でもほらお武家様と並ぶとちょうどいいですよね。
Just playing matchmaker? Oh well, yeah, he's tall and lanky too, ain't he?
お武家様も立派なお体をしてますから、お二人が並ぶと本当絵になります。
あら、
おお、これは良いところに気づかれましたな。
Make some Division A basketball league children?
おお、お似合い。
No. A match? Lieutenant Oturi and I? Save. I suppose. No, Ione, however. He's a child, so we're not going to select that option. I happen to be several centimeters taller than the lieutenant, so I suppose that, from a purely physical standpoint, we make for a suitable pair. Of course, above average height is about the only thing that we have in common.
あれはまんざらでもないという顔でございますよ、お嬢様。
I mean, they said she's like, what, 170? I'm pretty short. Like, I'm 174, 75-ish.
ドキドキ。
So when you say several centimeters, like, again, like, how tall are you really? Are you like 189 centimeters? Are you like pushing 6'2" or something? Or are you like 5'10" and a half? And they're just like a mountain of a man. Man, they're just fucking giving out the affection points like candy, huh? The evening wears on. After dinner, Lieutenant Oturi graces us with a performance. I wondered what sort of weapon or device was concealed inside that massive instrument case she carries everywhere, but when she opens it to show us, it turns out to be exactly what you'd expect, a double bass. Strikes me as a strange thing for a GHQ officer to lug around, but perhaps it should not. She is, after all, the sort of woman who brings a servant with her on official business. Best not to take anything for granted.
良いねです。
本当に。
Powerful enemies await just beyond that door. My wounds are far from light. Yet I bask in the warmth of this Amishi home. I find myself recalling memories that I thought sealed away. Dispel the images before they form fully, telling myself once again to forget. It's the present that I must remember and fight. Time to rest. Not to find peace, never that, but to prepare for the battles ahead. For now, I sleep. As the mysterious fourth gauge fills, which doesn't seem like an affection one. You guys like chopping bamboo? As Funa sets each log on the block, I bring the Nada down to chop it in two. Funa then places the wood blocks on the growing pile beside her. Ooh, chopping firewood, my favorite. I'm gonna be doing that when I go home for vacation. I always do. You know, somehow it just always gets turned into like doing chores at my grandparents' house for the entire week.
自分の方よりお願いしたこと、どうかお気になさらず。こうして軽く体を動かすのは良いリハビリになるのです。
ならいいんですけど。
Though if they like make me actually do firewood like I did last time I went home, I probably will like slip a disc in my back and like have to get like wheeled away in an ambulance.
それは腕の力でナタを振るおうとするからでしょう。
Yep, put your whole body into it.
お武家様は違うんですか？
はい。このように腕の力は
Also, let the weight of the axe head, you know, do most of it.
ナタの重さをそのまま落とします。
Mhm.
これで十分割ることができます。
Really, all you need to do is kind of bring it up, like to its peak in the arc, then just kind of flick it down and just guide it.
難しいことではありません。腕の力で重いナタを扱えば筋を痛めます。ご迷惑でなければ後ほどお教えします。
そうですか。
All about technique.
お願いしちゃおうかな。
Fuki returns her attention to the basin of laundry at her feet. She looks dazed for some reason. No matter, I resume chopping. Already chopped enough to last several days, but it can't hurt to stockpile more. Old Yugenta is making repairs inside the house. As I've been told, he does this every morning. Lieutenant and her servants are gone, having returned to the village late last night. I'll try to stall as long as I can, she said before she left. Given the situation, it is all but certain that the prefect and his men will go on the defensive, biding their time until GHQ recalls her. If that happens, the village is doomed, and in all likelihood, my mission will fail. Lieutenant isn't the only one with a time limit. I need a way to draw the enemy out of the forest. While chopping, I consider my options.
調子は悪くないようね。
ああ、傷口は塞がった。少々血が足りんが。
Drink some orange juice.
あとは体の動きを戻していくだけだ。お前は？
鋼鉄の損傷は復元完了。こちらもあとは内部機能の調整だ
Oh,
け
great, my
ね。
favorite. Fucking let's minor rig your flight surfaces.
承知した。
Or, well, major rig. A minor rig, the computer does it on its own. It just cross-references the data from the other computer that's the backup, and just downloads the info and be like, okay, that's where you need to go. But when you major rig a surface, you're telling the computer where like all its reference points are for like putting the surface down to like 15 degrees deflection, 30 degrees deflection, full deflection. You're like, okay, this is it. Now bring it up. Bring it down 2 degrees. Okay, now bring it up half a degree, and be like, okay, lock it in. And then the computer knows that here's where I want to be.
どうした？
Muramasa falls silent. Not the absence of contact that comes when one of us closes the channel, but a distant feeling of reticence beaming into my brain.
攻めてほしいと。
攻める。
忘れたわけではないでしょ。昨日の深く。
That was... No one could have, seen that one coming. Oh, well, that...
無論だ。
You just... didn't turn on your, switch back to, like, regular radar.
探査を怠り、気づいた時には敵は目前。これほどの集体を晒した剣もかつてないでしょうね。
新手の襲来を予測していたなら、俺は周辺の探査を命じた。それで済んだ。
Yeah, both kind of got tunnel vision on that one.
俺はその予測ができなかった。集体を晒したのはお前ではなく、俺だ。
違う。しては目前の敵を打ち倒すのが務め。剣の務めはその補佐。
Hey, came out left field. What can you
役
do?
割分担とかそういうものでしょ。その当然の義務を私は怠った。カカ様やジジ様が知ったらどれほど嘆くか。
Yeah, just say you'll try to do better next time.
あなたにもどう詫びたらいいのかわからない。
You done? Muramasa's Kenchojo quivers with anger and contempt, all of it directed inward. Now I understand the problem.
詫びなどいらん。勘違いをするな、剣。
ミド。
お前に役割など花からない。義務も務めもない。お前、ただの道具だ。
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
俺に
You
は
don't
してとし
expect
て
a
剣を
sword
使
to
いこなす
parry a
義務は
blow on its own.
剣は使われていればそれでいい。昨べの俺はお前を使い損ねた。義務を果たさなかった。ゆえ、失敗の責任は俺にある。わかるか？義務にせよ、権利にせよ、責任にせよ。すべて俺一人のものだ。お前には何もない。
I mean, you're
当然だろ。
you're right, but
奴隷に責任
you
を
probably
押し
could
付
have
け
worded
る
that
主人
middle
など
part
お
a
らん。
little better.
愚にもつかぬ思案は捨てろ。お前はただ己の刃を研いでいればいい。
そう。あなたがそう言うのならそうしておきましょう。
Muramasa's metallic presence withdraws from my mind. I turn my attention outwards again, where I discover a great tower of logs beside me. I must have completed it during the conversation. This much firewood should keep a family of 3 warm for quite some time. I look at Funa, who is standing ready with a new log, and return her quizzical gaze with a nod.
このくらいにしましょう。
いっぱい割った。
はい。お手伝いありがとうございました。
Just as I finish bowing, the door of the house slides open with a groan.
ミド、これはまた結構な量。
I'm assuming for chopping, it's already dried.
ご令状にお手伝いいただいたので、手早く片付いてしまいました。
手伝った。
そうか。
Have a treat.
よくやったな。それでミド、少し留守を頼んでもよいかな。
どちらかへお出かけですか？
うん。ちと、ふもとまで降りてくる。
Alright, don't
昼ま
go,
でには
you know,
戻れるだろ
doing
う。
anything I wouldn't do.
承知いたしました。留守をお預かりします。
すまんな。よろしく頼む。
Genta heads off down the road. His strong, steady stride belays his ears. But belaying. In his left hand is a small parcel. Though neatly wrapped, you can see something white sticking out from one corner. A flower petal. Is he going to visit someone's grave? It's a little late in the year for the Higan ceremonies? Alright, I don't know what those are. Maybe Google will tell us. Or maybe those aren't a real thing, and it's just more made up Full Metal Demon Muramasa lore. World building. Ceremony. If I know how to spell. There we go. God, I am struggling today. Memorial service during the equinox. The Ikigan-e ceremony is a widely practiced form of Buddhism, Japan. March 21st, September 22nd. Sure, okay. It's a Buddhist thing. I beg audience with Lord of Four Metals. Send forth the Holy Spirit, that it may walk in thy footsteps. Give forth thy blessing, many and plentiful, that it may bask in thy glory. O great Konjin, merciful and benevolent, I bid thee take residence in the halls of heaven, and cover the land in thy grace. Unknowable heart, all-encompassing light, wheel that protects, hand that slays. The old Amishi recites a chant again and again, a prayer to the inhuman and divine. Even when a shadow falls over him, he does not cease his entreaties. The shadow's source makes no move to interrupt. Only when the Amishi finally stops does the newcomer open his mouth to speak.
金人祭祀か。浄土宗の寺で歌うようなものでもあるまいに、和尚は何も言わんのか。
人を救う神仏に分け隔てはないとよ。それに、うては他の祈りを知らん。
Igenta shows no surprise at the arrival of the man with whom he nearly crossed blades with last night. This time, they both have another purpose.
一姫がここへ帰ってきてからずっとそうしておる。
考えてみれば、あやつにはふさわしいか。何しろ、金人の花嫁だからな。
Pick up your cadence, please. The prefect scoffs, with a smirk that the old Amishi returns. His words are the key, unlocking the doors of memory. Long ago, they were a young man and a young Amishi. Their relationship was far from what most would call friendly. The moment they first met, they were the bitterest of rivals, taking every opportunity to vie for supremacy. These confrontations were violent and absent quarter. You mean absent of quarter? With more than one ending in life-threatening injury. Still, they never sought to cut ties. The man was headstrong and hot-tempered, the Amishi shunned by those not his kind. Each was the other's sole companion in life, at least were it not for the presence of a third. The final spoke in the wheel was Ichihime, a beautiful girl of an age with the youths. As the man and the Amishi reached adolescence and came to understand the meaning of her beauty, each began to desire to possess it for himself. Over time, each also came to realize that he was not alone in this desire. And so, in the summer of their 20th year, they agreed upon a final duel to settle the score once and for all. But when they arrived at the appointed place the next morning, they found Ichihime waiting for them. As the youths gaped, she laughed and made this proclamation. So I'm to wed the stronger of you, am I? But no matter how strong you are, you'll never defeat the god of the mountain. Oh well, I'll just have to marry the Konjin. Amishi returned to his mountain home, ashamed of his foolishness. The man, undaunted, continued to pester the Amishi for satisfaction and the woman for her hand, but neither paid him heed. Years passed, the woman left the village, and the man vanished shortly thereafter. Such are the events that transpired 3 decades ago.
あやつ、結婚はしておったのか。
しなかったようだ。村を出た後は駿府の兄夫婦の家で暮らしていたらしいが。
But?
7年ほど前にその家が勤めをしくじって潰れたので、鎌倉にいた甥夫婦の維持を引き取りがてらそちらへ移り住んだそうな。全部和尚の受け売りだがな。
その後
村に帰ってきたのは3年前だ。白い骨になってな。ここへ埋めろと遺言を残していたらしい。
That's life, I guess.
あやつ、まさか
あのザレ言の通りにしたというのか。
さあな、わからぬ。だが右京、もとよりなれはあれをザレ言とは考えていなかったのではないか。
どういう意味だ。
Yeah, what? Huh?
なぜ山を掘る。
Oh, that.
金が欲しいのか。
To spite the god of the mountain?
あって困るものではないからな。
なら他にいくらでも植産の方法はあろう。
For your
怪
little,
しげな
your
伝承一
personal
つを頼り
revenge.
に山氏の真似などせずともな。一姫はもうおらぬぞ。
おるさ。
右京、
あやつはお山のたたり神の嫁になると言った。なら
Bro,
神を殺せば
get over
一
it.
姫は俺の手に入る理屈。
You haven't seen her for 30 years.
神の鉱脈があるならそれを奪う。何もないなら唾を吐いて笑う。どちらでもいい。そうなれば俺の勝ちだ。
やはりそういう存念か。昔と何も変わらん。
Whatever helps you sleep at
愚
night, I
かな
guess.
男だ。なれは。
Do it on your own. Get your own shovel. Quit killing all the villagers in order to do it.
変わったさ。昔は己の愚劣ぶりを認められなかったからな。いらぬ格好をつけていた。今は違う。
Yeah, not much you can do about it. Sometimes people just don't like you.
どのような形でもいい。俺はあやつを手に入れる。手に入ればそれでいい。何をしてでもな。神にも貴様にも邪魔はさせん。
Okay, but what about like a lead pipe upside the head?
愚かな。
愚かよ。
Wind blows gently through the space between them. It might as well be a mighty river, so distant are their hearts from one another. No longer can words reach the other side. In silence, they stare across the gulf dividing them.
さて、
行くのか。
おかげをもって今の俺はのんびりと散歩を楽しめる身分ではないのでな。まあここ一両日で片付くことだが。
その前に赤い武者が誰を殺しに行くだろう。
帰り討つまでよ。
右京、
Yeah, I just need to win, lol.
なんだ。
You can't beat me if I win.
もう降りているのかもしれぬ。もしそうであれば、誰の所業とて虚しいばかりよ。隠れ潜むのはよせ、右京。さっさとウテのもとへ参れ。相手をしてやる。
Don't you have better
最
things to
悪
be
が
doing with your
避けら
time
れ
to
ぬ
deal
もの
with
な
this
ら
guy?
せめて悔いの種は減らしておきたいもの。
よまいごと何を言うかと思えば、それは挑発のつもりか、ヤゲンタ。なるほど。貴様らとしてはあの忌々しい小娘のいる間に蹴りをつけたかろうがな。こちらは逆。奴を追い払った後で料理してくれるわ。待っておれ。その首は必ず。
Oh yeah, you finally pop out of the woods? The moment they lay eyes upon the girl, all thought vanishes from the two men's minds. She regards them with suspicion. It's clear that neither is known to her. The men, however, seem to recognize the girl. As one, their mouths silently form a name. Oh, that... It's your grandma here? That's what this is? Alright. Ichihime. The girl's patience gives out first.
誰だよ、あんたら。
いや、
なんだか知らねえけど、そこうちの墓なんだよ。邪魔になるからどいてくれ。
She pushes past without waiting for an answer, only to freeze when she sees what lies before the grave. Fresh white chrysanthemums.
これあんたらか。
ああ、
Yeah, they were acquainted.
なんだ、命日の墓参りに来てくれてたのかよ。ありがとう。毎年誰が花を生けてくれてるのか気にはなってたんだ。
失礼。そのお嬢は一姫の。
一姫？ああ、ばあさんの名前か。そういや、そんな立派な名前してたっ
Oh,
けな。
just
口より先に蹴りが出る陰謀ババのくせに。
almost forgot your grandma's name, huh?
私は一条。勘違いされる前に言っとくけど、名字じゃなくて名前だ。名付け主はこの墓の下で眠ってるやつな。
I doubt they're standing on it, because from my understanding, like, you know, these kind of pillar style family graves, they kind of like they move a slate and then there's like a repository for all the urns, so it's not like they're kind of like in the ground in front of it. It's kind of like they're more under it, and I doubt they're like, you know, hanging off the pillar, you know, just dramatically staring at each other.
では綾音一条殿か。
私はこのばあさんの、なんて言うんだ、孫じゃなくて、はとこじゃなくて、つまりばあさんから見ると甥いの子供になるんだけど、私
テッソンではないか。
Honestly, a little distant relation, but, you know, close enough.
じゃあそれ一姫ババアのまためいの一条だ。
I mean, that side of the family's, you know, genetics must run real strong if you're apparently a spitting image of her.
そうか、そうか。
あんたらは？ばあさん、生まれ故郷のことは一度も話してくれなかったから、この村のことはさっぱりわからねえ。ここの坊さんに聞こうかとも思ったけど、どうも坊主ってのはな、宿を借りてる身分でなんだが、あのハゲ頭を見てると背筋がかゆくなってくるんだよな。
Don't be mean to bald guys. I say as I'm rubbing the back of my head. It looks a lot better now that I got my hair cut and it's less long.
一姫も似たようなことを言う
It's
ておっ
like
た。
literally unnoticeable when I have short hair in the back, but like when it gets a little longer, you can notice like, huh, there's not as much in that one spot as the rest of your head, huh?
そうなのか？
あの頭を見ると、ひっぱたくか撫でるかしたくてうずうずしてくるとか。
Okay, that's fair.
変な血が遺伝してるな。じいさんたちでいいんだよな。エミシのあんたもばあさんの知り合いなら若いわけねえし。
Doesn't really.
あんたらばあさんの友達だったのか？
Well, I was gonna say it doesn't sound like it, but just because she didn't want to go out with them, you know, doesn't mean that they weren't friends.
うん、そうだな。遊び仲間だった。
よくあんなやつと付き合えたな。聞いたことはねえけど、あのばあさんきっと昔からとんでもない性格してたの。
Some people, they just pick up steam as they get older, you know? It's just like all inhibition's gone. Anyway, inhibition? Yeah. Restraint, whatever. Words are hard. I think I used that word right.
うてらもあまり人のことは言えなんだしな。のう、右京。
そうだな。
じゃあ変人3人組か。
Oh, Mr. Prefect, you definitely seem to have cooled your jets real quick.
そんなものよ。3人でいろいろなことをしたと。名乗りが遅れたな。すまぬ。うてはやげんた。こやつは右京と申す。
Yep, just a bunch of nobodies, especially this guy. No one
ただ
important.
の老いぼれよ。
けどそっちの
Yeah, he's kind of in
右
uniform,
京じいさん、
and like a fancy one at that.
その格好六原の軍曹だよな。
いや、それは右京。 適当にごまかせ。
Yeah, don't make it weird.
右京
Ukyo suddenly seizes the girl's jaw, then pulls her roughly to him.
何しやがるてめえ。
似ている。いや、そんなものではない。
He doesn't have very good eyes. You know,
海二つ。
he's just trying to see you good. He mutters, peering into her face.
なんと、俺の前に戻ってきたかよ、一姫。
あ
右京、その手を離
Yeah,
せ。
you're being weird.
娘、いや、一条と申したな。一条、俺と一緒に来い。
ボケてんのかてめ
I
え。
mean, probably.
脳にウジ湧いたんだったらとっとと養老院へ行きやがれ。
He said he was on the continent during the war, so he's probably been eating some suspicious things that probably weren't cooked very good. So yeah, he probably does have brain worms.
中身も全く同じだな。やすやすとは意のままにな
Sir,
る
did I say child?
誰がてめえのような病の野郎に。
しかし俺とて裸一貫の昔とは違う。一条、俺の元へ来れば楽な生活くらいはさせてやるぞ。
You're being weird, bud.
知るか、話せよ。
口先ではない。俺は六原大尉長坂右京。察しの通り幕軍の将校だ。俺の身内となれば
Again, you're
そこらのクズ虫どものようにお上の顔色を伺ってこそこそ生きる必要
totally
はなくなる。
18-year-old character according to the manual of the game. Everyone here in this game is 18. They're all 18. They're just really dumb and still in high school. They got held back. They're all real stupid. They've been eating lead paint and huffing leaded gasoline.
欲しいものがあればくれてやる。男遊びがしたければそれも好きにしろ。
Oh.
ただ俺のものでありさえすれば。
死ねよ。
Yeah, you're being a real pathetic guy.
顎狙いの小手をおとりに股間へ膝か。容赦のかけらもありゃせんな。睾丸が割れるどころか恥骨まで砕けて死ぬぞ今のは。
I was not so excited
殺そう
about
と
it.
したんだよ。聞いてなかったのか、ボケ。
ならば惜しかったな。今のはさ一姫から習ったものであろう。
Fool me once.
若い頃にも一度食らいかけた覚えがあるわ。
しそんじるなよばあさん。
一条、俺のものになる気はないのか。
足りめえだアホ。私が今この世で一番嫌いなのは六原なんだよ。
Also, you're like
そのてめえがなんだ。もの
possibly
にな
triple her
れ。
age.
聞くだけでも死にたくなら。
At least more than double.
そうか。ならば仕方あるまいて。
Because what, you're ballpark 50. Because that's what Yugenta is. It said it's been 3 decades since you guys' like duel of love at 20. So yeah. And if she's 18, that still puts you as, yeah, over 3 times her age.
どんな形でも構わるから手に入れる。宣告、そう誓ったばかりでな。
あ
こういうことよ。
Bleh.
じいさん。
右京、血迷うたか。
My man's clearly not well.
わかっておるよ、ヤゲンタ。ここは一姫の墓前。血で汚すつもりはない。
Just a joke. I stabbed you as a joke. Wasn't it funny?
だが、言うたことは戯れではないぞ。一条、お前は俺がもらい受ける。殺してでもな。
Ugh.
やろう。
あの時はこの決断ができなかった。己の程度に夢を
Well,
持
you're
ってお
certainly full of something. I'm not sure of its character, though.
今は違う。
バカには愚行が魔借そう賢く生きて無念を残すより愚劣を通して笑ってくれよ
右京
お山の神を殺した後で
Well, at least he's learned to enjoy his life.
一条
Cries of alarm reached them from the temple. Abbot must have heard the commotion.
どうやら何が何でもたたり神めはこの手で暴いてやらねばならなくなったわ神を殺し花嫁を奪う邪魔はさせぬ誰にも邪魔はさせぬぞ
Why can't you just be normal? As he runs away really fast, going by those
あ
footsteps.
の野郎は
He just like booked it.
右京
The cut to Yagenta's left elbow is not deep. A simple bandage is enough to stop the bleeding.
これでよし
Probably still needs stitches though.
すまんな
謝られる筋合いじゃねえ助けられたみたいだしな
あやつがどういう挙に出るか予測しようと思えばできたうてが間抜けておらねばジョーを危険な目に遭わせずとも済んだのだが
売られた喧嘩を買ったのは私だあんたには関係ない天のに割り込んで怪我までしたのはおせ
You
っかい
did
だけ
get
ど
cut
さ
for her, so, you know.
格好は悪くねえよあのヘタレに比べりゃ
ヘタレ
いい気にしないでくれああいう時に何もできない玉なし野郎を一人知ってるってだけの話だ考えたくもねえや
あやつ
Yeah,
右京
but
の
enough
こと
about
だ
that
な
loser. About the other loser.
こうなっては
The one that's more
話
of
さ
a
ぬわけ
directly
にはい
problem
か
at the
ん
moment.
がどこから話したものかな
Yeah, you're probably very confused about what the fuck's going on.
察しのついてることはあるよあの野郎ばあさんに惚れてたんだな
やはりわかるか
なんだか妙なごたくを並べてたが要はそういうことなんだろしかしわかんねえなあんなばあさんのどこが良かったんだか
You know, 30, 40 years ago, she probably had something going on.
あんたもか
うんまあ
Also, you know,
そ
small
の
town, slim pickings. You gotta take what you can get.
いい年のじいさんが照れんなよ
God, it's
そんなにいい
speaking
女
that
だったの
such
か
fucking slim pickings
一
around
日
here.
のばあ
My
さん
God,
は
that's the one thing I do miss about my last base. It was more of a college town, so you know, there's more fish in that sea. You know, more of the you know, the photo-worthy tropical reef environment fish instead of here. It's like a lot of cod, sea bass, you know, carp, those kinds of fish. It's they're definitely in the sea, but you know, not really sure if I want to catch these ones.
ウテラにとってはなあの頃は他に何も見えなんだ一姫さえおれば
Also, that was like
他
4
は
years ago
何もい
at
らぬと思ってお
my
っ
last
たな
assignment, so it's not weird. It wasn't weird. It's not like I'm the old guy, you know, hanging around the college. I was like 22, 23. Perfectly normal. Now I'm old though, turning gray and, you know, thinning in the back. So God, I'm old.
聞いてる方まで照れるぜそれでどうなったんだよ三角関係の修羅場だったんだろ
袖にされたよ二人ともな
あんたらは
右京も村を去ったウテは山に引きこもり
Well, you just kind
数
of got
年
over
し
it.
て
He kind of
藤
just went
倉
off the
の
deep
恵
end
美
from
村
south
から
to
嫁をもらったよそれからすぐに子が生まれ孫が生まれて気づけば30年せがれ夫婦は恵美氏らしく早々に死んでしもうたがな孫二人は元気な盛りよ
あんたはもうばあさんのことは
I
吹っ切
mean,
った
in
の
a sense, but you know, it's kind of like yeah, you can get over kind of like your first flame, but you know, kind of still hold like a soft spot in your heart. So you know, you never fully forget.
吹っ切った。
Yeah.
さて、どうだろうな。一姫を忘れたことは片時もない。忘れたことはないが、いつの頃からか、一姫のことは苦い思い出ではなくなった。
Yeah, he didn't get weird about it like Ukyo over here.
ひどい振られ方したんだろう。
確かに。お前は最低のバカタレだ。出直してこいと。面と向かって言われたようなものだからな。
You know, like leave him no room for doubt.
これほどひどい失恋もなかろうさ。
It's never gonna happen, guy. Just forget it. Not worth worrying over because there's nothing you can do. Just out of your mind it goes.
やっぱりババア、昔からそうか。
だがな、今はただ感謝しておるよ。一姫のおかげでウテは紙一枚分だけバカではなくなった。何か一つしか見ないものは誰も幸福にできん。
そんな大したもんじゃねえと思うけどな。あのばあさんのこった。単にムカついたから罵っただけで、別に何も考えてなかったんじゃねえの？
Well, even if she didn't have the best of intentions when she was giving them this revelation, the fact that he chose to, you know, extrapolate something positive from it, you know, it's complicated.
そうかもしれんな。
Despite her intentions, thankful nonetheless.
せっかくばあさんの古い知り合いと出会えたんだ。悪口話で盛り上がれるかと思ったのに、調子狂うじゃねえか。
ジョーは一姫が嫌いか。
嫌いに決まってんだろ。あのババアはな、てめえは日がな一日ゴロゴロしてやがるだけのくせに、あれやれこれやれと私にはやかましくて、しかもやり方にいちいち文句つけるんだが、その文句が日によって違うんだ。廊下は水拭きにしろって言うからそうしたら、次の日はこれじゃ滑るだろバカから打ち込みの強さを鍛えるには木刀で庭木を打てって言うからそうしてみれば、その日の夕方にはこのアホなんでそんな近所迷惑なことしてやがるとか抜かしてエルボー入れてきたり笑い話じゃねえ。たまんなかったんだぞこっちは。
いや、すまぬすまぬ。なんとも一姫らしい話だと思ってな。
個性で済む話かよ。あれがいじめでやってたんならこっちもやりようがあるのに。
I mean, it's not happening to you, yeah.
単にその時その時の思いつきで言ってやがったってだけだから。言い返してもそんなの忘れたで済まされちまう。どうしろってんだよ。殴り合うしかねえじゃんか。一度も勝てなかったけど、あのクマ一体何でできてやがったんだか。それであのばあさんくたばる時はぽっくりいっちまったから、とうとう最後まで仕返しできなかった。
そうかそうか。
Yeah, that's just when you put him in a home.
どうやら一姫は
not like a good one either.
心楽しい晩年を過ごせたようだな。
Like a reap what you sow, bitch.
ババアはな、私はいい迷惑だ。
その割にジョーは一姫の言うことをよく聞いていたようだ。
別に。
そうかな。そう聞こえたんが。
私がなんでばあさんのとこで暮らしてたか知ってるか？
Orphans.
うん。綾音の本家ジョーの家に災難があったというようなことは耳にしておる。
一言で言っちまえば、私の父様の責任で綾音の家は潰れたんだ。
Man, must have fucked up real
母様
bad.
の葬式はひどかった。
Something
親
about
戚で泣
failing
いて
the
いるやつ
emperor?
は一人もいなかった。
Whatever the fuck that
み
means.
んな文句だけ。どいつもこいつも父様の遺体に唾を吐くために集まったみたいだった。でも私は何も言えなかった。その時にあのババアが来たんだ。うだうだ抜かしていた連中を全員外に蹴り出して、お前の親父は間違ってない、融通の利かないバカ野郎だけど間違
Okay.
ってはいないって。
But what are these circumstances? It sounds complicated.
そうかい。一姫がそう言うたか。
うん。そうして葬式が片付いたら、いつの間にか私はばあさんと暮らすことになってた。あのばあさんはいい加減で、言うことはそ
Oh
の
yeah,
場
that's
その
what
場で
kids
コ
are.
ロ
They're
コロ
just
変わ
for
りやがっ
unpaid
たけど、
labor.
それでも多分間違ったことは一度も言わなかったんじゃないかって、そう思う。
うん。
チェ、ババアの悪口のはずがなんでこうなってんだよ。じいさん、あんた変な聞き上手だな。
Yeah, it comes with age.
惚れた女子のことだ。少々ひいきが入ってしまうのは勘弁してくれ。
のろけやがって。
ん？
私はば
I
あさん
mean,
の若い頃に
according to
似てるの
Ukyo,
か。
spitting image, but then again, the man's off his rocker, so.
そうだな。並んだら見分けがつかぬかもしれぬほどには。
But I guess that's just kind of how genetics is.
それであの六原野郎は私が欲しいのなんのと寝ぼけたこと言いやがったのか。
Though, not with me. Like, well, I don't look like exactly like any one of my like relatives, but I'm a super good synthesis of like my mom and my dad's side of like physical traits. Like, no matter which side of the family with, you can look at me next to like a group of like my dad and his brothers and like my grandfather when he was still alive, and like on my mom's side with like my cousins, my uncle, you know, my grandfather, and it's like, oh yeah, I can see it both ways.
あんたと違ってあっちの山犬はばあさんに振られたことにまだこだわってるんだろ。30年経っても。
そういうことになるかな。あやつはつい先頃代官として村へ帰ってきた。
You thought he was just being a petty
そ
bitch?
のわけがまさか昔の決着をつけるためだとはうてもすぐには気づかなんだが。
執念深い野郎だな。
ひたむきなのよ、昔から良くも悪くも。
Driven, you know, if he applied himself for something, you know, productive and good, you know, he'd be great.
野郎は何をしようとしたんだ。
It's just he's laser focused on being a piece of shit at the moment.
くだらぬことを。だが奴の企みはくじける。 GHQ から来た変わり者の巡察官に失脚させられてしもうたからな。だからジョー、それ
I
ま
wonder
で
what your
は
opinion is on
あまり
GHQ
外
there.
を出歩かぬがよ
She
い。
hates Rokuhara.
いや、本当は今すぐに鎌倉へ帰った方が安全なのだが。
You know, like what's her opinion on the political state of Yamato at the moment?
あんなクソ野郎のためにどうして私が予定を変えなきゃならねえ。
そういうような気はしたよ。ジョーの予定は？
ばあさんの命日を挟んで2泊3日。毎年そうしてる。昨日来て今日が命日で明日帰りだ。
So you just hanging out?
そうか。明日には帰るのだ
Like where are you staying? Just like sleeping in the bush?
ああ、
Fighting
も
dogs?
っともあの山犬、私が鎌倉に帰ったくらいで諦めるような面じゃなかったからな。追ってくるかもしれねえか。へっ、それならそれで構うかよ。暇つぶしに相手してやる。いや、待ってるのも面倒か。いっそこっちから行って。
You're talking big game and you beat up a dog, but he's kind of got like a Musha? A Tsurugi? He's a Musha, he's got a Tsurugi, so...
無用よ、ジョー。
じいさん、
あやつ。長坂右京とは因縁がある。ウテがこの手で決着をつけねばならんのよ。いかにジョーといえど、これは譲れんな。
年寄りが気張るといいことねえぞ。
Now you can take him.
何？やつも年寄りさ。案ずるには及ばぬよ。
Yeah, just put like some soap on his stairs, that way he just falls down and dies on his own.
そういう顔されると何も言えなくなる。ババアと同じだ。
ジョー、ウテラのことなど気にしてくれる？
Yeah, this beef's been cooking in the background for longer than you've been alive.
ウテラには過去だけよ。昔にしがみついて、今さらどうにもならぬことに、ああだこうだと言うておる暇人どもさ。ウテも右京も。だが、ジョーに会えてよかったよ。本当によかった。これも、
Your
一
presence
姫
here
の
definitely,
導きだな。
accelerated the process
そ
a
うす
bit.
れば、感謝の種が一つ増えてしまったわ。これではあの世であってもまた頭の上がらぬことになりそうだ。
ヤゲンタじいさん、
和コードの時間をいつまでももらっていては
Yeah,
悪い。
go home and take care of your
そ
grandkids
ろ
or
そろ
something.
行くよ。
Probably got lunch.
もう会うこともないかもしれぬが達者でな、ジョー。
あ、言うだけ言って、
Yep.
これだからジジババは苦手だよ。
They go by their own time. With that is where we're going to end it here for today. Once again, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Catch you guys all next time for the next episode of Full Metal Demon Muramasa, where we'll continue off with old men beefing over a dead woman. Where hopefully I'll be able to record it on time and, actually have episodes go up at a reasonable rate instead of, me just going dark for 3 days because my car exploded and I died. Hopefully that won't happen again. But, it's probably going to happen again. Just with something else. So, catch you guys later. Bye.